The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café. This is the United Podcast Network.
It's time for a crunch or two. It's time for a little something something. It's time for the Snack Authority. The Snack Authority. The authority on snacks. Snacks of all kinds. From the most common and wildly famous to the most obscure and unknown. The Snack Authority. Snacking all the time so you don't have to.
Hello and welcome back to the Snack Authority, broadcasting live at the Studio 21 Podcast Cafe. The Snack Authority is a weekly podcast where we dig into the history, taste, and flavor of local snacks, national favorites, collections, and all sorts of fun things.
Collections.
Alone or in head-to-head battles. This is going to be a fun show with our Ed.
Hello, everybody.
And our Dave.
Hi. Very excited.
And me, Jess. And delicious chocolate.
Yeah, as I recall, there was one of our listeners who asked us to try these.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, way.
And it looks like this is the collection, which is making me so excited. There's three different kinds, and I think as opposed to saying, do we like them or not, I think it's going to be a given. It looks like I'm going to love them. Which one is the best, I guess?
Yeah.
Head to head.
And, you know, I can tell you a little bit about these while you start to explore the contents of that packaging.
Wow.
So, this product, Almond Roca.
Oh, look at this.
It's a product of Brown & Haley.
Nice.
Brown & Haley is a candy maker and distributor located in Tacoma, Washington.
Does Ed have some?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, don't worry about
does
me.
Ed have some?
The company was founded in 1912 by Harry Brown and J.C. Haley. So
That's a nice run.
This is an old school product. Yeah. Almond Roca, which was the original one, was invented in 1923. And this Almond Roca will be a chocolate-covered almond butter crunch hard toffee with a coating of ground almonds.
So is Roca a thing, or is it the company name?
I think it's just the product name. The company name is Brown & Haley.
So this is a Roca.
Yeah.
Is anybody else make a Roca?
No.
All right.
I think that's a trademark name.
Okay.
I think the latest one is the
I
original.
think the original.
So it's a little log
for
those listening and not viewing.
A little log of toffee that, and I watched a company video on this.
Oh my God.
They then, they cover it with some chocolate and then put almonds embedded into that chocolate. So it should be a little log of delicious.
It smells so good.
So have you ever had this before?
I have not.
Me either.
And, you know, I don't know if this is going to upset you, but they actually, a small amount of the original 1923 batch of toffee is carried over into each subsequent batch.
Really?
Yeah.
My mom told me about Herman that went around in like the 70s.
Yeah.
I'm not offended.
No. This.
So toffee is a caramel.
Butter, sugar. It's butter and sugar solidified.
They make soft taffies and hard taffies. This one.
All right. So we got three different kinds here. The caramel, sea salt, the almond, and the dark chocolate.
The light one is the first one that they came out with. And that's all the way to your left.
Okay, that's the first one, almond.
Yep.
So I'll do that first.
And that was introduced in 1923. These new flavors, though, didn't come out until 2003. So they had an 80-year run with the original.
And it's wrapped in tinfoil as opposed to the regular paper Tootsie Roll would be in or whatever.
Yeah, and the original packaging was in sealed tins.
Oh, okay. I can see that.
So more decorative than this combo pack. But same color. That pink color was the color of the tin.
I really like this.
They also produce, more recently, cashew, macadamia nut. Then they've got mocha, peppermint, and sugar-free varieties.
I actually would probably try them all. But I'm liking this almond kind of thing going on with the toffee.
Almond works really well with the toffee.
Now we have this dark chocolate that's wrapped in chocolate, different than the others.
Why, you sure you want to go dark chocolate next? Because that'll...
Yeah, should I go the other way?
I would go salted caramel.
All right.
Yeah, what's that? The medium color?
That's like the coppery colored one.
And they produce 2.5 million of these little morsels every day.
I can see why. I probably would eat half of that. Gee whiz.
These are, I got to say, this is pretty delicious. I'm a big fan of, sometimes in the candy stores, they have the almond toffee covered in chocolate.
It's fancy. It's expensive?
Let me check my records. I don't know if it could be as expensive per ounce as what we had on the last episode.
That was expensive.
I mean, that's a big package. I don't. What's the weight on that?
28 ounce, 63 pieces in a box. Serving size 1. No, kidding. Serving size is 22 to this, so 3, which is what we're eating here, at 200 calories. So we're trying one of each that's all mixed in here.
What's that bar? It's a toffee bar, and I'm picturing the bar because I just ate one 2 weeks ago.
You're probably talking about the Heath bar.
Is it? Yep. The dark chocolate, when you first bite it, tastes like a Heath bar, and it finishes like real cocoa powder cocoa.
Yeah, so we'll be exploring the Heath bar in an upcoming segment. Because I was saying to Dave, the thing about Heath bars is everybody eats them in ice cream, but nobody's sitting around eating Heath bars the way they used to.
I like a Heath bar.
I like a Heath bar too.
We need to, I think, rectify that situation. So that particular packaging was about $17.
Wow.
But what did you say, 24? So it's £1.50.
So you get 63 pieces for how much?
$17.
Okay. Doing the math now. $17 divided by 63 equals 27 cents per little thing.
I think it's worth
not bad.
it because that's a real high quality product.
Like if there was a little fish bowl with it and they were $0.25 a piece, you'd buy one.
Oh, I wouldn't have be. These are very good. I like the texture because they're not sticking in my teeth. They're a really nice, high-quality product, like you said.
They seem like they're gonna, but
Right.
they don't.
But they don't.
No.
They finish
They
beautifully.
dissolve a little bit. It seems like it's hard enough that it's going to break your tooth when you bite into it, and that doesn't happen either. So it fools you a little.
Now,
There's air spaces between it or something that's breaking us up.
right.
Without sacrificing any of the flavor, because you get punched with flavor with these. I really like these. I'm actually pretty surprised by them. Because usually toffee's aggressive.
I mean, the sea salt one goes in a different direction, right? There's no almonds with that?
The sea salt, I think there are almonds, because it's almonds on the outside.
Really? Maybe I got...
Almonds and sea salt, yes. The only one that doesn't have the almonds on the outside is the dark chocolate.
Oh, is
it's
that
on
the
the
one?
inside. So all of the toffees on the inside have almond pieces mixed in. But
What's the white thing on the top? Coconut?
No, those are actually almond pieces.
Really?
Yes, sir.
That's the almond pieces.
Okay, so...
Butter crunch top. Yeah, I actually
The
think the
dark-
butter crunch is in those two, and then the almonds is
Almonds are
in
inside.
the toffee on the dark chocolate. So that was my mistake.
I don't see a lot of almonds going on with the dark.
I actually can see them.
Towards
They're
the
not
bottom.
huge pieces. Yeah.
Oh, is that where they hide them?
I think they float to the bottom.
But proportionately, you're getting a lot less of the almond.
Yeah.
Now, the dark chocolate is very good quality dark chocolate, though.
Very much so.
Are you a fan of the dark chocolate?
No.
Okay.
You know, I prefer milk all day. But,
Right. Me too.
But I can tell when something is, you know,
So that'll
good
show you
quality dark.
where I'm going.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with dark chocolate.
Yeah.
It does taste like a good dark chocolate, but not to my liking like the others. And is that the newest one, the dark chocolate one, where the chocolate's on the outside? It's a mess on your hands too.
Yeah. Pretty much they're all new except the original, which came out in 1923. The rest of them didn't come out, relatively new till 2003.
The original is the Almond Roca. Roca.
They're very, very good. They're interesting. I usually wait and see if there's like a funny taste afterwards. These are really clean. Like you can eat a few of these and nobody's ever going to know 2 minutes
When
later.
they say the Almond Roca, is there such a thing as Roca without almond? No.
Not to my knowledge.
That might just be their shtick.
They do say now they've got cashew, macadamia nut.
I would try a macadamia. That'd be pretty good.
Wouldn't be bad. So, you know what we haven't had in a couple episodes is any Oreo news. So,
Wow.
let's go
Hard to believe.
This is some Oreo news from overseas. Some new Oreo multi-flavor combo packs have been spotted in Europe. And these packs feature 2 different flavors combined in a single package. So one of the combos is strawberry cheesecake Oreos with cool mint Oreos.
No.
Doesn't
No.
even sound like it goes together.
No.
I'm not a mint guy anyway, but I'd consider the strawberry cheesecake.
I would consider it.
Oreos
A lot.
have jumped the shark. They've gone too far. It's enough.
It's
Really?
enough.
Yeah,
Oh, he's putting his foot down.
it's enough. Please stop.
Dave Law.
Another combination has peanut butter Oreos and choco brownie flavors.
That would go together.
You know, one Oreo eater from the UK commented that the cream in the UK Oreos is not as creamy, and you get less of it than you do in the US Oreos.
That's funny business. If I've
Is it
ever
because
heard
they
that.
use real sugar there as opposed to cornstarch?
Maybe they do.
A lot.
Yeah,
Yeah. But
which
less
is what
cream.
happens with the sodas and stuff. The sodas are sweeter because they use real sugar.
So they say, too, the U.S. cookie is easier to take apart, whereas the U.K. biscuit is difficult to take apart and just crumbles into 1,000 pieces.
Oh, for shame.
And a lot of people, that's their eating technique, right? Is to pop the top off
Yeah.
or scrape that cream with the teeth.
Yep, I understand.
Well, that's if you're going to
completely.
scrape it off and make like
A
an
giant.
Oreo. You can only have one, but make it count.
Dave, have you ever heard of whole shebang potato chips?
No, but it's an interesting name. It's the whole shebang.
Well, I'm glad you haven't heard of them because until a few years ago, they were only available for people in prison.
Wow.
Yeah. Those who worked in jails and prisons, the incarcerated, and the people that visit them were the only ones with access to the whole shebang.
And they probably got out and they're looking for their whole shebang potato chips that they remember so well, and they
got
can't
it.
find them. And then they
Exactly.
say, we have to bring this to market.
You nailed that one
Right.
completely. You know, it started off as a flavor from a company called Moon Lodge Potato Chips. It's a private label brand of potato chips for prison commissary stores.
So it's the stuff that's left over, and they say, here, give this to the prisoners.
It could be somewhat the leftover because the flavor's often described as a hybrid between salt and vinegar and barbecue potato chips.
Yeah. Whatever the crap is left, sweep that up.
Give it
Let's
to the
give it to the prisoners. And they actually liked it after a while. We
Yep.
start liking what we have over and
Oh.
over.
So
Learn to like
the whole
it.
shebang was only sold in commissary stores. However, ex-inmates began looking for the product
Yeah.
once they were released from prison, but couldn't find it. Then there was a gray market for these, but now they've opened up a website and you can order the whole shebang, which, by the way, I did.
Oh, my God.
But then, interestingly, without further explanation, they canceled my order.
Wow.
Maybe because I've never been to prison,
you
or
haven't.
Maybe because you've been too often.
Try harder.
perhaps
You have to break into the commissary to steal the potato chips, get caught, and you end up in prison, and we get our potato chips.
You're not supposed to give away all the ideas.
Well, That advice is not necessarily the opinion of the
No,
snack
not at all. Not at all. You heard that at the beginning and after the show.
That's right.
So you actually heard that they taste like a cross between barbecue and salt and vinegar chips, and you said, "Hey, let's try those."
I just like the concept of eating some prison chips.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know, this is the snack
We're
authority.
good boys. We don't do bad things, so we want to every
Live
once in a while-
vicariously through other
Yes,
people's
it'll
potato
be-
chips, prison
You know,
chips.
if I can get my hands on them, that'll be our prison episode. It's prison snacks. We
I feel
haven't
so
done
dangerous.
that.
What do they have? Franks and beans first, and then you have the whole
I like
shebang potato
those.
chip. What do they eat in prison? Franks and beans? For some reason, I think that. No?
I don't think that's
know.
what they.
No?
I think it's just like food. I think it's
Just
literally
like
Regular
regular
people's
food.
food?
just food.
Don't they mix it all together like they do the whole shebang?
That's all the old movie.
No, I look at a metal tin plate and they throw Franks and beans on it and plop and a glob of thing and a roll. No.
I do
That's how I
actually know
envision.
exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, the metal tray.
Yeah.
With the segments.
And then you bang on it when you're mad
Mm-hmm.
at the guards or whatever they call them.
flip it at another inmate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Food fight. I can see it all happening
I
right
want to have
now.
a food fight.
No food fights on the snack authority.
No.
I don't think they have Roca.
They don't have Roca in
No.
prison. No.
No.
All right.
Off at 25 cents each.
I
They
mean,
say.
to me, this is a very clear as to which the best one is.
I think so too. I'll let you go first because we're going to say the same thing anyway.
it's the original Roca.
No. No.
It is.
It's the salt.
No.
So much better. They have improved on it from 1917, and they added salt. It's salt and caramel. Not that I would say the almond was a second to it, but they have improved it by adding the salt to it. Yes.
Now
Now
usually,
straighten us out.
why am I not the one who's saying the different thing now? I am going to agree that it is the original
Really?
almond. The sea salt caramel, I like it, but it finishes like a very, very strong Butterfinger. Like a very strong burnt
Exactly.
Butterfinger.
Exactly.
Have you had the new Butterfinger?
No, what's new about it?
It's yucky.
Really?
Really,
They
really.
changed the formula.
It's all natural now. No artificial yuck.
Oh, I'm losing interest.
Same here. But no, the sea salt caramel is great, and I like that little bite of salt, but it's very sweet to kind of combat that, and it's too sweet.
Well, I disagree. But I'll lose this one. So it's the original, which in most cases it is the original is the best. And then they try to go from there. And what did we learn today? Oreo. That's it.
Oh, my God.
The
Stop.
cheesecake ones sound delicious.
Yeah.
They sound so good.
Peanut butter, actually. I was interested when he said peanut butter. I said, wow.
Yeah, that might be okay.
With a brownie. They should have like a Build-A-Bear for Oreos. Like build your pack.
Oh, nice.
Just
Nice.
whatever you want in
That's
there.
That's $1 million idea.
You're welcome.
Right
I'm
there.
sure they'll have that. They have everything at
I hope
this
they
point.
do.
Well, we'll go to Oreo
Well,
Land someday. And
You know what I haven't seen? I haven't seen prison Oreos.
No.
I don't think they give them Oreos. That's part of your punishment is not having
No
Oreos.
Oreos.
Yeah.
They're just O's.
It's
Oh.
They're in prison. They just
or maybe you don't get cream in
That's
your
cruel and
Oreo.
unusual. Oh my God, you're
hot dogs and
vicious.
beans.
I like hot dogs and beans, but what Ed said was straight up vicious. No
Well,
cream in your Oreos.
We certainly learned a lot today.
No, yeah. Sorry, everybody.
If you guys ever have an idea of a snack we should dig into, an idea of something to pair against each other from prison or not, please contact us at thesnackauthority@gmail.com. Share, subscribe to us, give us a 5-star rating. Please let your friends know about it because I don't think they believe you if you just told them.
Prison food.
For Ed, Dave, and myself, have a wonderful week, guys.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Café, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.